Last time we were reading The Sage at Peace halfway. We stopped at number 25. The supreme foundation of wisdom, the knowledge of the destruction of all suffering. I'll continue with 26. His liberation being founded upon truth is unshakable. For that is false, monk, which has a deceptive nature. And that is true, which has an undeceptive nature, nibbana. Therefore, a monk possessing this truth possesses the supreme foundation of truth. For this, monk is the supreme noble truth, namely nibbana, which has an undeceptive nature. Footnote 48. This completes the exposition of the first foundation, the foundation of wisdom, Panya Ditana. P.S. The commentary says that the knowledge of the destruction of all suffering is the wisdom pertaining to the fruit of arahantship. This is the second. Would you like to continue?
Formerly, when he was ignorant, he undertook and accepted acquisitions. Now he has abandoned them, cut them off at the root, made them like a palm stump, done away with them, so that they are no longer subject to future arising. Therefore, a monk possessing this relinquishment possesses the supreme foundation of relinquishment. For this monk is the supreme noble relinquishment, namely the relinquishing of all acquisitions. Formerly, when he was ignorant, he experienced covetousness, desire, and lust. Now he has abandoned them, cut them off at the root, made them like a palm stump, done away with them, so that they are no longer subject to future arising. Formerly, when he was ignorant, he experienced anger, ill will, and hate. Now he has abandoned them, cut them off at the root, made them like a palm stump, done away with them, so that they are no longer subject to future arising. Formerly, when he was ignorant, he experienced ignorance and delusion. Now he has abandoned them, cut them off at the root, made them like a palm stump, done away with them, so that they are no longer subject to future arising. Therefore, a monk possessing this peace possesses the supreme foundation of peace. For this monk is the supreme noble peace, namely the pacification of lust, hate, and delusion. Thank you.
Thanks, Sister Sakya. Okay, there's one footnote here, 49. P.S. mentions 4 kinds of acquisitions, upadi here. The 5 aggregates, defilements, volitional formations, and sensual pleasures. So the Arahant has abandoned all 4 of them. Abandoned, cut them off at the root, made them like a palm stump, done away with them so that they are no longer subject to future arising. So this one is the acquisitions. And then now, the next one, 28. When he was ignorant, there's covetousness, desire, and lust. Same pattern. Abandon them, cut them off at the root, make them like a palm stump. And then there's also anger, ill will, and hate. Similar pattern. Abandon all of them. And then, of course, there's ignorance and illusion. There's also, ignorance and delusion is the last one of this pattern. Okay, Sister Aikim, would you like to continue?
So it was with reference to this that it was said, one should not neglect wisdom, should preserve truth, should cultivate relinquishment, and should train for peace. The tides of conceiving do not sweep over one who stands upon these foundations. And when the tides of conceiving no longer sweep over him, he is called a sage at peace. So it was said. And with reference to what was this said, monks, I am is a conceiving. I am this is a conceiving. I shall be is a conceiving. I shall not be is a conceiving. I shall have a physical form is a conceiving. I shall be formless is a conceiving. I shall be percipient is a conceiving. I shall be non-percipient is a conceiving. I shall be neither percipient nor non-percipient. Non-percipient is a conceiving. Conceiving is a disease. Conceiving is a tumor. Conceiving is a dart. By overcoming all conceivings, monk, one is called a sage at peace. And the sage at peace is not born, does not age, does not die. He's not shaken, and does not yearn, for there is nothing present in him by which he might be born. Not being born, how could he age? Not aging, how could he die? Not dying, how could he be shaken? Not being shaken, why should he yearn?
Thanks.
So I think the last one maybe complete. So it was with reference to this that it was said, the tides of conceiving do not sweep over one who stands over these foundations, and when the tides of conceiving no longer sweep over him, he's called a sage at peace. From Majjhima Nikaya 140, Datu Vibhanga Sutta.
Thanks, Sister Aikim. Finally, we get to the title of the sutta, Sage at Peace. Let's start with footnote number 50. The tides of conceiving, Manu Sawa, as the following paragraph will show, are thoughts and notions originating from the three roots of conceiving: craving, conceit, and fuse. The sage at peace, Muni Santo, is the Arahant. And then we go through a series of conceiving. I am this, I shall be, I shall not be, all the way to I shall be neither percipient nor non-percipient. With footnote number 51, the thoughts I shall be and I shall not be imply the views of eternalism, continued existence of the death, and annihilationism, personal extinction at death. The alternatives of having physical form and being formless represent two modes of existence in the afterlife: physical and disembodied. The triad of being percipient, etc., are three other modes of existence in the afterlife, distinguished by their relationship to perception or awareness. Yeah, and this a little bit technical, but this footnote refers to all the one highlighted in blue. So the last three that the footnotes mentioned, let me separate this. So this one relates to the first part, eternalism and annihilationism. Maybe at least the last two, I shall be and I shall not be. And then physical form and formless is the second part of the footnotes. We take a look again. The alternatives of having physical form and being formless represent two modes of existence in the afterlife: physical and disembodied. And the last one, the triad of being percipient, it represents this part. Yeah, I shall be percipient, the first one, non-percipient, the second one, and neither percipient nor non-percipient. So this is the triad referred by the footnotes. And then next one, the Buddha mentioned, conceiving is a disease, it's a tumor, it's a dart. And then when one overcome all conceivings, then one is called sage at peace. Footnote number 52, that which is not present in him is craving for existence, which leads to a new birth following death. Okay. With that, we have finished reading this sutta. Let's continue with the next one. Sister Sing Hui, would you like to read?
Happy indeed are the Arahants. Happy indeed are the Arahants. No craving can be found in them. Cut off is the conceit I am. Thus, as under its delusion's net, they have reached the unstirred states. Limpid are their minds. They are unsalted in the world, the holy ones without taints. Having fully understood the 5 aggregates, ranging in the 7 good qualities, those praiseworthy superior persons are the Buddha's bosom offspring. Endowed with the 7 gems, trained in the 3-fold training, those great heroes wander about with fear and trembling abandoned.
Okay. Thanks, Sister Xinghui. Footnotes number 53. Sattha Saddhamma, faith, moral shape, fear of wrongdoing, learning, energy, mindfulness, and wisdom. See Majjhima Nikaya 53. It is referring to the 7 qualities. And then the 3-fold training refers to higher moral discipline, higher mind, and higher wisdom. One, two. Okay, Sister Chai Kon, would you like to continue?
Endowed with the 10 factors, those great Nagas, concentrated, are the best beings in the world. No craving can be found in them. The adept's knowledge has arisen in them. This body is the last I bear. In regard to the core of the spiritual life, they no longer depend on others. They do not waver in discrimination. They are released from renewed existence. Having reached the stage of the tamed, they are the victors in the world. Above, across, and below, delight is no more found in them. They boldly sound their lion's roar. The enlightened are supreme in the world. From Samyutta Nikaya 22.76. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thanks, Sister Chai Kon. Footnotes number 55. Okay, yes. Okay, footnotes number 55. No craving can be found in them. The 10 factors are the 8 factors of the Noble Eightfold Path, supplemented by right knowledge and right liberation, referring to these 10 factors. Footnotes number 56. The 3-fold discrimination. Very common. I am better. I am equal. I am worse. This one would definitely happen if we compare ourselves with others in any aspects. In the workplace, or maybe last time when it was school, And even even among Buddhists, sometimes they can say, "Oh, I'm a better meditator than this person. Oh, I'm a better Buddhist than this person." This is a threefold discrimination. They do not waver in discrimination. So the Arahants don't do this kind of comparison. Only word things like us. Okay, with that, we have finished reading the section of the Arahants. And we will continue next time with the last chapter, the last section of the last chapter, the Tathagata. For now, any questions or comments for what we have read so far? If not, would Sister Saiken like to do the closing dedication?
回想，愿消三障诸烦恼，愿得智慧真明了，普愿罪障悉消除，世世常行菩萨道。
Thanks, Sister Saiken. Till we meet again, may we be guided by the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Have a happy Saturday ahead. Happy like the Arahants.
Yes, happy. Okay.
Thanks, everyone. See you guys next time.
Thank you. Bye bye.